Morning. It's been a minute since I've done a video. It's definitely morning here, so I'm waking up. Got my coffee. And just wanted to talk about some things. We've had, yesterday was hot and popping, and what I mean is that we had all these solar flares. Oh my gosh, it was, of course I was driving taxi, and man, I was trying to ground myself while I'm driving. Yeah, but we had a full day of massive solar flares. I think the biggest one was an M class 6.57. That's wild. So it was quite intense. I woke up yesterday and my third eye and my crown chakra were throbbing a bit. So yeah, it was man, I gotta work. So I don't like taking Advil and stuff like that, but I don't like dealing with headaches. Headaches are such a big disruptor to your day. So I took an Advil and went on with my day and ended up being fine. But I apologize if this video is wobbly, but I gotta hold it up with my hand. So I'm sitting out here on my deck. It's beautiful out. Oh my gosh, today is gonna be so perfect, and I have the day off. Well, kind of, not really. I'll be working at home doing a few readings, but yeah, I wanted to do a video update because there's a lot of things going on, and I wanted to talk about the solar flares, some of the symptoms some of us are feeling. But everyone's going to have different things going on. Not everyone's going to be having the same symptoms. And what I mean by symptoms is ascension symptoms that are related to the solar flares, these upgrades that we're having. And they are upgrades because they're activating us. They're activating our physical DNA, but also our energy body, our template, our DNA according to our soul. We have soul DNA as well. And so these flares are really helping with activating us, awakening people, those who are just waking up or on the verge of waking up. And I'm in contact with people that are telling me oh my gosh, my brother, my sister, my boyfriend, they're waking up. There's tons of people that have been asleep even throughout 2020 and the last 3 years. They have just been in this sleep, but they're starting to wake up. And I think it has to do with these solar flares that have been coming through intensely since the beginning of the year. And we are also going into Aquarius. We are exiting out of the Pisces era and going into Aquarius era, I think starting in June. So we're almost there. Cars. Oh, that was a school bus going by. I apologize for the loud cars, but yeah, so for me, last night was intense. So with all the solar flares that we had, last night I was talking to a close friend, my beautiful sister. She and I were talking about some downloads that we've been getting and connections that we were making with others, and also last night I got a download of a past life, and it was my Syrian past life and what had happened with me and my counterpart, my other aspect, one of them anyways, the one that I'm closer to my oversoul with. It's the best way I can put it. Because we have multiple aspects of ourselves incarnated, usually. And sometimes they are as twin flames, twin souls, whatever you want to call it. But then we have a specific person that is closer, more aligned to us, in alignment, and I guess you could say in a higher alignment that's closest to our oversoul, if that makes sense. Excuse me. If you don't know what an oversoul is the best way that I describe it to people is your oversoul is like, imagine yourself sitting at a computer and or even a video game console. You have the controllers. You are the oversoul sitting at the computer, and you have these multiple avatars that you're playing, doing different scenarios, different experiences. Each avatar has a specific skill, right? A specific mission or a specific purpose, things that they're trying to accomplish, and experiences that you want with each avatar. You are the oversoul sitting at the computer, and kind of, we live in a free will universe, multi-dimensional universe, so granted, we're not as controlled with our oversoul. However, just think if you have an oversoul that is not fully controlling you, but they can influence you. That's your conscious. Your conscious is your oversoul. Your conscious is your higher selves. And what I mean by higher selves, multi-dimensional, layered, what do you think totem poles were meant to represent? Totem poles, each higher self is on a totem pole, a string line of communication. Us in the 3D, we're at the bottom. And then we have these other higher selves that are, in alignment up to the top, to our oversoul, which is at the top of the totem pole. So anyways, I had this past life memory come up from my Syrian past life with my counterpart last night, and I was literally shaking. I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm just like, I can't stop shaking. I was shaking for an hour, and when you get the shakes like that, that usually means truth is coming through. You're getting truth. You're getting downloads. You're getting oh my gosh, I was shaking and I couldn't stop. Well, I could, but I was just like, whew. And then, so basically, yeah, it's kind of personal, and it's a huge thing, this past life. It's a major reason why him and I incarnated in this lifetime right now. And we chose a higher timeline where we would be separated, so that karma could be healed and cleared, and we would each work on we would be working on the exact issue that we separated in that experience. It was during the Orion Wars, and there was a disagreement. And he did something that I didn't agree with, and it tore me apart. The best way I could describe it very much relates to how Padme in Star Wars felt when she realized Anakin had gone to the dark side. He went to the night side, and she just was devastated. It was like a part of herself had died. That's kind of how it felt and that's the best analogy as I can get it. And I can tell you right now, he's a rock star because he is coming back from the night side. He's been working on that for many, let's just say, thousands of years. And there's a reason why he's doing the things that he's doing on this earth right now to, I guess you could say, earn his stripes. We don't earn our way to heaven, by the way, but we do have a soul evolution process that we go through, and we can go higher or lower. And if you want to go higher and you've done something really devastatingly, quote, bad is all relative to experience or whatever, but so we do something bad, we have to earn our way, we have to work our way back up on the soul evolution scale, right? So we can return back to source, God, creator. And so, but my realization that I made last night was, he and I came here for this lifetime, and we chose the highest timeline, as painful as the things that we would experience would be. I'm trying not to shake. We agreed that we would be separated during this time so that we can clear that and we can return to source together and not be separated. We've been separated for thousands, millions of years. Him and I, well, there's no time outside of Earth time, but in relation to Earth time, it's been thousands of years that him and I have been separated, but not, we have tried Earth incarnations together to try and fix that, but it never worked. It never worked. So then, my arm's getting tired. So, there's people who reincarnate and have relationships with different lifetimes here on Earth. Excuse me. And each lifetime they try and, correct or heal their past trauma, karma, whatever, so that they can go further on their soul evolution path, and they can reunite together and be one together, going back to source, right? But like for him and I, it's more of like when we're not on Earth and we're outside of Earth and we're trying to connect, we're very much in love. We're very much we're very much devoted to one another, but there's this hole of a gap in between that connection because of what had happened in that Syrian lifetime during the Orion Wars. So, yeah, I'm still processing it because I almost have to take deep breaths right now because my heart is just bursting right now. And it kind of makes me anxious, but also excited because I now know why everything is the way it is, and I now understand everything that's happened. I understand in this lifetime, and my experiences with this other person, and it all makes sense now, and I'm so grateful to finally know. So I've also been working on a few things. I have to catch my breath. Talking about that just gets me really, I don't know, it's excited, anxious, like it's like my heart's just gonna burst out of my chest kind of thing. So some changes are happening for me. I am in the process of trying to move to Sedona, and I am almost there. I just have to find a roommate and a place to live. I have the money, and I have, I'm in the right mindset, and I'm ready. I'm ready to make the leap and go. I'm ready to, just trust in the divine plan, because I know divinely I'm supposed to be there. I just know it. And I've been working on that. And I'm very close, to making this move. So I hope, and plan to be there by July or mid-July. So in the next couple months, I'm going to be in Sedona. I know it. I feel it. And I've been making some connections with I have a few options available to me. It's just like kind of finding the right place. So we will see what happens. I'm really, really excited. And I'm just so excited. So then I'm like lost for words. So oh, my arm is hurting me holding this. So I'm switching arms now. I just need to ground myself. Okay, so what I've been feeling is, like so many of us are being activated right now. A lot of beautiful things are happening. I just recently made an oracle deck, and when I created it, it was very activating. I created a deck that would activate people, that would activate and bringing in the new earth. And so I want to go through some of the cards in this video. So here, let me go through some cards here. Twin Soul, this was on the top. Oh my gosh, I didn't even plan that. So this is the Twin Soul card. Not Twin Flame, it's not the same thing. So when you order my deck, I don't have a book of like descriptions or anything, but I do. You'll see when you go to order my deck, there is a link to my Wix website, and you can see the definitions of all the cards on the website. So it's just right there. You just go on the website and look at all the descriptions. It's really easy. Here's one. It's called Tune Frequencies. Tune into frequencies. Tune into music that is going to help activate you. Tune into music that's going to heal you. Tune into music that is going to lift you up. When you wake up in the morning, pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to the kind of music you're listening, podcasts you're listening. It's all going to affect your day. It's going to affect your day. So when you start out and you wake up in the morning, it's good to set the day with intentions. Listen to positive music or a positive podcast, YouTube, or whatever. Ooh, here's one that I made. This one is Phoenix Rising. Many of us are rising up from the ashes. Lots of people on motorcycles lately because it's perfect day for that. Let me find another one. Okay. Transformation. I don't know if you guys can see that. I hope so. Transformation card. Connecting to your higher self. Making that connection will help you to transform. You connecting with your highest. The reason why I kind of have an angel on there is because some of us are angels incarnated, and we have angelic aspects, and some of us are very, very ancient, very old, and being able to connect with these higher selves will help you on the ascension process, because the more you can connect to your true self and who you really are and all your aspects, the more you as a human can be activated with superpowers, with activating that heart chakra, activating the heart, doing that inner child healing, will help to be a divine human being. And on this ascension process, the whole purpose is to ascend. That's what Jesus did. He ascended to heaven. He ascended. Okay, solar activation. You see this? Solar activation. That's exactly what we're going through right now. Solar activations. Abundance. Abundance is coming in. Many of us who are stepping into our divine purposes are experiencing abundance in all different ways. And it's just coming to us because we're aligning with our purpose. We're aligning with our true self and our true essence, and we're healing, we're doing the work. Therefore, the universe then and God blesses us and gives us beautiful gifts. Abundance isn't just in money, it is in many different things, forms beautiful relationships, and attracting our soul tribe and partners that are more aligned with us. That is abundance. Okay, this one is laugh. Remember to laugh. Laughter is healing. Laughter brings you back to that inner child joy. So yeah. Let me find another card here. Okay, earth changes. There's a lot of earth changes going on right now. A lot of crazy, wacky things are happening with the sky and the earth, and she's shifting. Gaia is shifting, and she's purging, and she's saying, okay, enough. Things have to move. Things have to change. We need to purge. We need to get rid of the old and bring in the new. And usually that can be kind of painful, very painful. And it's like ripping off a Band-Aid and exposing the wound that was covered for many, 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 many years. And we're exposing the wound and we're cleansing it out. We're pouring the alcohol on it, cleansing it, purifying it, and it stings. It hurts. But that's the only way that it can heal. That's the only way we can heal, is by exposing our wounds and going within and connecting to that inner child and remembering your true essence and forgiving yourself, forgiving others who pushed their pain onto us. Remember, your true essence is that child that you came into this world. You came into this world full of love. It is other people's pain that was pushed onto us that changed you. You can do all the blaming you want to do, but you are now, as an adult, responsible for your pain. You are responsible for your own healing. Stop doing the blame victim, because that doesn't get you anywhere. You keep numbing yourself. It doesn't fix anything. You're never going to find joy or peace when you keep doing that. Okay. Relocation. A lot of people are relocating. And moving to places where they feel they are going to thrive and have peace and community. This is new earth energy, and we're all moving into that. I know a lot of people that are wanting to relocate and move and shift and start fresh. They have all these ideas and plans that they want for their life, for themselves, for their family, and plugging into a community is very important right now, because a community that is in 5D, is in conscious living, conscious choices. You need to be in a community where people are conscious and awake and helping one another, and it's all about an equal exchange of energy is what I'm trying to say. So it's all about that equal exchange and helping one another, assisting one another. Hey, I have this trade and I have this skill. I'll do this for you, and then they have a different trade or skill and they can do that for you. And I think that's beautiful. That's how it used to be. We need to return to that mindset and way of living. Another card. Promises made. So before we came here, we made promises to ourselves. We made promises to those that we made contracts with. Promises made, promises kept. Are you keeping your promise to yourself, to your higher selves, to God, Creator? Are you keeping your promise? Because I guarantee you, our Creator is keeping His promise to us. So, our own Creator, we should keep our promise to our Creator then. And those who we made promises with before coming here, like we made promises that we were going to get it done this time. We were going to do it right this time. Remember those promises that were made. Back to Eden and Lemuria. Eden and Lemuria. We need to go back to Eden and Lemuria. But those of you who can remember how it was, those of you who've done past life regression and remember Lemuria and remember how it was in Atlantis in the beginning, we are bringing that back. We want it back. It's in our hearts. So, I get another card. Building dreams. We're building dreams. Are you building your dream? Or are you sitting on the couch just, wasting away? Build your dream. Get active. Once we decide to build that dream, the universe will meet us halfway. We have to do some of the work. We can't just I'm just going to wish it and it'll happen. No, we need to do the work. We need to make moves. We need to listen to our higher selves and our oversoul and God. And we need to listen to that voice that gives us direction on which way to go. There are lessons to be had, yes. What we think is failure is really a lesson. Look for the lesson. If you think it's a failure, oh, I failed again. What's the lesson? Because once you start acknowledging lessons, you can start connecting with that, building that dream. Because sometimes we need to go through those lessons in order to get to our dream. And in order to build our dream. Sometimes it can just take months, sometimes it can take years. For me, it's taken some years. But that's okay. Because I know I'm going to have everything that I've always wanted. I know I will. So, anyways, I think I'm going to end this now. And I hope you all are doing well. Remember to hydrate. Stay hydrated, meditate, ground. If you're feeling anxious, do some breath work, tapping. Sometimes tapping that heart center. If you've ever done tapping, tapping helps. I know it seems weird. If you feel something is out of balance, tap it to wake it up. You're waking up that area. Like, hey, you need to activate, you need to calm down. Doing breath work really helps, and grounding that energy. I'm really warm right now. I'm sitting in the sun and I have a sweatshirt on, so I'm going to need to end this video. So the sun is getting hot, but yeah. Thank you all for watching this, and I hope you are well, and I will give you an update again soon. Much love. Namaste.